Mel, obviously a guy like Matt Ryan instantly makes a draft a success. So looking ahead now, a couple weeks from now, which teams really need a great draft this year to get them now just over the hump?
Josh, I'm going to start out with the Atlanta Falcons. You have the right quarterback in Matt Ryan. You have a lot of pieces. You have a great organization from owner, GM, head coach. Everything going the right way. A lot of close wins last year. Then the loss in the playoffs at home to the Green Bay Packers, the eventual Super Bowl champion. What they need to do, Josh, is get away from those close games, extend games, get some leads in games, and run away and hide a little bit. And to do that, you need explosive players. Wide receivers, other than Roddy White, that can make a play down the field or do something after the catch in the open field. A running back with speed that can complement Michael Turner. Another pass rusher on the defensive line to help out John Abraham. If they could get an Adrian Claiborne in the first, then a Jarrell Jernigan wide receiver from Troy, then add a Jordan Todman, they'd be in good shape. Baltimore has work to do as well to help out Joe Flacco. And New England, Josh, with Tom Brady, that window is going to close at some point. Think back to 2000, 21 first-round picks from the year that Brady came out are out of the league right now. Chad Pennington was a first-round pick that year. There's talk about Jake Locker maybe being a Patriot. They need to have a real productive draft this year to help out Tom Brady and maybe get him a couple more Super Bowl rings.
Well, thankfully, they have about 700 picks to do it this year. I want to move ahead now, Mel, to the running game. You're projecting just one tailback to actually go in the first round, but there are some sleepers there who could go in later rounds. Who are they?
I would say more underrated guys. Everybody's heard of Jacquizz Rodgers from Oregon State, but you think about where he could go. Running backs always drop. If it's projected as he is to be a third or fourth round pick, maybe he gets into the fifth round area. Day 3 guy for a kid. Super productive, Josh. You saw him all too much against your USC Trojans, doing a great job. 3 straight years of incredible productivity. Real good hands, and Josh, he never fumbles. Kid's tremendously dependable. And then Darrell Scott. You want a later round pick with talent. 5'11", 210 pounds, runs under 4.4, strong, athletic, big bowl game for Maryland. You think about 5.8-yard average. Say, well, why is he going to drop? Well, he had some ball security issues during his career at Maryland, some fumbles that were costly. If he can take better care of the football, and you can get a talented kid like Darrell Scott in the 5th, 6th round area, that's what you call a bargain.
Yeah, there are some folks in the Southern California area just happy to see Jacquizz Rodgers going pro. Let's take a look now at some wideouts, Mel. A.J. Green, Julio Jones, the obvious 2 top wideouts. So then your third best wide receiver in this draft is whom?
You could make an argument, Josh, that there are 7 different receivers. You could put it 3, and nobody would take exception to that or have a problem with it. But I'm going to go with Leonard Hankerson, wide receiver out of Miami of Florida. You think about his production at Miami. Look at his size, 6'1.5", 210 pounds, come into traffic and make the tough catch. I thought he played faster at times than he was timing, and all of a sudden at the combine, he shows that speed, runs a 4.40. Now, some people will say, hey, Leonard Hankerson had some drops. I think it was a concentration issue. Obviously, his hands are good. I think his concentration level improves. Leonard Hankerson in the 2nd or even the 3rd round, maybe, I think will be a real good pick. He's not Reggie Wayne, but he's similar in a lot of ways. Comes out at Miami, a Florida program with a lot of receivers have been produced. I think Hankerson in the late 2, early to mid 3 area be a nice pick.